Welcome back to Crystal Water Tarot for a pick a card reading. And what we're going to be looking at is something that may be on your mind. It may be kind of causing you a little bit of stress. It may be something that you're looking forward to. Could be kind of any one of those things, maybe. So it's can kind of vary in different ways. We're just going to kind of take a look at the maybe the current energy around it. Maybe this is something that has happened, or you're in the process. Or it's coming forward, depending on what stage it's at. We're going to take a look at, the energy moving forward. Then we'll also get some messages with the oracle cards, and we'll also drop some tiles to see what we get. Maybe some things coming through with some maybe people names, maybe some places, maybe some also things. Or roles or something like that having to do with it, and then we'll also end it with some charms. So let's go ahead and let's turn over the cards. So for pile 1, we have the Guardian Bear with the Ruin of Self and this blue crystal. And then for pile number 2, we have the Wise Owl with the Ruin of Protection and this little crystal type. And then for pile number 3, we have Complex Octopus. Interesting. And we have Ice for the Ruin, and then this pretty little purple crystal. So if you want to take a couple minutes, go ahead and select a card. Then go ahead and select your pile. Thank you. Okay, welcome back, pile 1. So what we have here is the card that you've chosen is the Guardian Bear. Power, inner strength, healing, go travel, discover the beauty of nature. You need to connect you to the power of the earth. So I'm definitely getting something, I'm feeling something around strength. Maybe there's something going on within you. And we've also got the Ruin of Self. Maybe there has something to do with you may be doubting yourself, where I'm getting the discover the beauty. You need to connect you to the power of the earth. Maybe you feel that you're not quite there yet. Maybe you're missing something. There's something there that I'm feeling. So as I had mentioned, there's something in the back of your mind, something maybe that you're doubting, something you're questioning. There's something that I want to say maybe in this particular pile that's bugging you, maybe eating away at you, that's troubling you, that sort of thing. So, and I'm believing it's having to do with your inner peace is what's coming to mind. So the first card we have is the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, the Magician in reverse, the Moon. Push these over a little bit. We have the Five of Wands in reverse, Temperance, and we have the Wheel of Fortune. So what I'm getting through these cards here is that the current energy is that maybe you feel that I'm getting this, it's having to do again with yourself, and that the current energy is that maybe you feel that you don't quite have the strength like others. You may not have, with this card here, I'm with the Magician in reverse, and with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, you may not have the resources. And again, resources may not mean material. It could be knowledge. It could mean material as in money, house, home, whatever, that sort of thing. It might be also support around you that you don't have enough of. And with the Moon here, it's the sort of thing that I'm getting you dream of. You want it. You want it in your life. And when you look up to others with the Five of Wands, I'm getting that you feel that you don't measure up to others. You don't have what others have. You see yourself wanting it, but you don't feel like you're quite there yet. And you want a balance. You want to have a balanced life like you see others have. And however, with the world, Wheel of Fortune and world, I see it, you're working on it. And you're working on that balance, and you're working on it, trying to come in, but I'm sensing it's just not coming in quick enough for you. Or you're trying, but you keep having setbacks. So that's kind of what I'm getting with these cards here. Or what I'm also getting is you may not, with the Self, and with this card here, I'm getting the reflection, and what's coming to mind here is a mirror. And you may see yourself one way where others may see you a totally different way. Other people may actually see you the way you don't see yourself. So others may see you totally at their, which I hate this word, but see you measuring up like they are, having, equal, which is a really poor word, but you are there, but you don't see yourself that way. And I'm, in my world, in my opinion, or the way I believe, is that if you're not happy with you, then some days it doesn't really matter how other people see you. You have to believe in yourself. But with these cards here, and with the Temperance and the Wheel of Fortune, I believe you're working on it, and I also believe that you can achieve it. You need to believe in yourself to get to where you need to be. So, and again, with this Five of Wands in reverse, I see you also, maybe people have maybe taken from you. Maybe you've tried to gain certain places. Maybe you've tried to, in the workplace, maybe you've gone for different positions. Maybe you've tried to achieve different things, and others have gotten there before you. So you see yourself, if I only would have. And again, people have different skills at different times in their lives. The universe works in its own way, and you will achieve those things when it is your time to achieve them. So that's where, again, we have to have balance in our life. And again, the Wheel of Fortune, I see it coming, and as with these things here, I see resources coming in, and I see you having what you need to have when it is time for you to have it. Then we have, so now we're going to be looking at potential energy. What are we looking at for the future for you? We have the Strength. And then with this Strength card, I love this card because we have the Lion, and then we have this Infinity. We have the Eight of Cups in reverse. We have the Four of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Hermit in reverse. We have the Five of Swords in reverse. And we have the Nine of Swords. So with the Strength card, I feel that by the time we get to the World card and we get to the end of this current energy, you're going to feel that you do have that strength. You're going to have this infinity world where you're going to start believing more and more in yourself, and you're going to start seeing yourself in a new light. You're going to be walking away from that previous old energy of maybe doubting yourself, or maybe thinking others are better off than you or have more than you, because you have a lot if you just realize, if you just look around you, if you just stop and think about all the things that you've accomplished or all the things you currently have in your life. So in the future, you're going to look back and you're going to look at everything that you've gone through or you are currently going through, and you're going to realize that, as I had mentioned, things happen for a reason. And I am saying that, and I actually truly believe that without a doubt in my mind. you're going to look back on that and you're going to realize that there was a reason and there was a purpose, and you actually gained maybe knowledge. You actually gained something out of that experience. Those sorts of things. With the Five of Wands, this is where, we hold on to stuff. And what I'm getting from this card here is you're going to start to let go of those old feelings that you've had, those old thoughts of, you don't have enough, because I'm sensing in this card here, you're going to start having that. The Hermit card, we see generally with the Hermit card, when I see it upright, it's the Hermit is by themselves. I see you not being by yourself. I see you coming into having support. I see you not being alone. I see you maybe having that support and being around people that are like-minded like you, that are going to be in your corner, that are, maybe if it's having to do with a job, you're going to be in a position where you're creating, you are doing something that you love, and you are with people that enjoy doing the same thing as you. And it could also be maybe you're going to be creating something. Maybe it has to do with a family life. It could be different things. Could be a hobby. Could be maybe a community of a community out in the having nothing to do with work. It could be just a regular community thing of doing an activity. The Five of Swords generally to me speaks of heartache. And I'm seeing you, especially falling under this here, I see you with this here, is that you're actually going to be finding balance. You're going to be coming to peace with what it is. And as I had mentioned here, that's what you're looking for in your life. And that's where I'm seeing with this Five of Swords in reverse, is you're actually going to be finding that. You're actually going to be realizing that you do have balance. But balance is give and take. You have to give a little to get. And, you also have to realize that some days the balance is going to be off. And other days you're going to have complete balance. And some days things are just going to throw you off. But as long as you keep faith, that balance will return. With the Nine of Swords, I see that right now things are keeping you maybe up at night. I see this here is coming through to me that you're going to be that these things are not going to be weighing you down, that the anxiety that you currently have about whatever the situation is actually going to be released. It's not going to be weighing you down so much. You're actually going to be able to come to peace with it, and you're actually going to be able to see that what you've gone through, everything that you've wanted or everything that you've been working for is achievable if you just work on it. Realize that you have certain things that other people do not have, whether that be, again, material, knowledge, whatever it may be. Everybody's going to be different because this is a collective reading, so everybody's situation is different, and everybody is special, and everybody has their own gifts. So let's get with some messages. So the first card we have is number 9, Stormfields. And with this card here, as you can see, I'm seeing some different paths and then a storm. And this is kind of telling me that you've gone through some things possibly in your life that has made you, maybe with this whole Strength card and the Self card, has maybe thrown you off a little bit, has maybe made you doubt yourself, has maybe made you doubt the position that you're in. And I see it almost taking over this home. And I see this path kind of murky a little bit. But what I also do see is I see a little bee. So you can see it as well. I see a little bee, and it looks like little mushrooms. And from what I'm getting out of this is after every storm, if you see a rainstorm or a thunderstorm, you usually can find a rainbow, or there's going to be a rainbow someplace. And what I'm getting out of that is right here, I'm seeing bumblebees and flowers. So after a storm, something good comes out of it. You get the fresh smell. You get the beautiful sun usually comes out, generally. So I'm seeing something good come out of where you've been, your experiences. Then we have details, card number 43. And what I'm sensing here is clarity. Important notes. pay attention to the details in your life. They're very important. You've also got like a compass here going on a path. Pay attention to the details in your life. They are important. Pay attention to where you've been and where you're headed. You know, the energy, the overall energy is that, yeah, you're going through a rough time right now, maybe. Maybe you're doubting yourself a little bit, but you're headed in the right path. The compass is sending you in the right path. You may have been through a storm, but the storm is going to be moving away. You're going to find your strength, and you're going to be heading in the right direction, down the right path. And the anxiety that you may be going through is going to be moving on. So again, you may have gone through a storm, you may be going through a storm. Pay attention to the details of what's going on, because they may also be able to help you in the future. Then we have get off your perch and move your body to usher in new energy and create positive momentum, forward motion. So that's what we were talking about, moving forward, creating positive energy, where we were looking forward to creating something positive for you, moving forward. This whole thing about this second reading, the second cards, was about what the energy was going to be. We want to create positive energy moving forward. Then the second card is allow the delicious nectar of life to bring you back to your center. Delicate balance. And again, with the Temperance card, we talk about finding our balance in life. You know, maybe you're by yourself right now and you're going to be finding somebody and you're going to be creating a life so that you create balance. Maybe you are alone right now and somebody's going to come into your life where you're going to create that balance so you're not going to be alone. Angel numbers to pay attention to is 1331, good fortune, advice, comfort, major change, individuality, and independence. Have faith in your skills and talents, as they are a tool that can provide you with a bright future. A piece of good advice, a moment of enlightenment, or comforting message is on its way. Everything will work out in your favor. As we had mentioned, about by the end, you've got the world, you're going to find your strength if you haven't already, and it's going to help you with your anxiety if you're having anxiety. Then we've got 1515, the big break, innovation, focus, creation, progress, forward momentum, skills and goals, an opportunity, help, extra cash, or other support is coming your way. So keep going and have fun when performing your task. The most tremendous success comes from passion, and all efforts will be rewarded big time. And again, we talk about forward momentum. We talked about movement going forward, positive, and reward. So what you put in, pay attention to the details. Surprises. Under the most ordinary stone is an undisturbed garden. Flow. Go with the flow as water trickles down a stream. Do not hurry. Sometimes going with the flow helps us get to where we want to be. Humility. Flowers are unaware of each other's beauty. They bloom regardless. So sometimes, as I had mentioned, people see you differently than the way you see yourself, and that could be the humility. Like flowers, they don't really know how beautiful they are, so maybe this is your situation. You don't really realize how wonderful you are, and other people see that wonder in you. You don't realize how strong you are, and other people can see that. Uncertainty. The shades of gray within the fog will eventually lift. So whatever you're going through right now, by the end, will lift. You just need to give it time. So let's go ahead and pull some tiles. So we have A, V, R, K, kite, zebra. So I'm getting the name Larry, Lynn, Lavender, Kate, Robert, Rob, Rebecca, Cave, Cat, Lori, Valerie, or Val, Kyle, places maybe, Valley, Clue, don't know what that's about, Rhode Island, I know that, I think LA for Los Angeles, I think maybe Louisiana, K, I'm thinking of Kentucky, that's kind of what I'm getting for the tiles. And then for charms, we also have an F comes out of the thing, which is I'm thinking about Frank. So for the charms, we have an owl, and we also had, that was another thing, but we have an owl, knowledge, wise old owl. We have a dragonfly, and that to me represents change. We also have a butterfly, is transformation. The star talks to me about hope and bright futures. Grapes talk to me about growing stuff, you know, change, but growing stuff, you know, creating stuff. Gardening, you know. This here is a seahorse. Ocean. This also reminds me of water sign. And then we've got the angel, which is made for an angel. So, and again, with the angel, hope, being watched over, spiritual guidance. So that is your reading for pile 1. I hope you find this helpful. Please join us again. Please leave a comment. Please like and subscribe. Thank you. Okay, welcome pile 2. So again, we are looking at something that's on your mind, or something that's just kind of nagging at you. So you chose pile 2, which is, we have the ruin of protection, and wise owl, wisdom, perception, discipline, make a wish to the moonlight and find the darkness. Yes. So with this reading, I'm getting the sense with the protection and stuff, with wisdom and perception and discipline and the wise old owl, I'm getting the sense that you're worried about somebody's weighing on your mind. They may be going through something, they may be in a situation, and you may have gone through this situation yourself, maybe not, but you're worried about this person. Not quite sure what they're going through or what the circumstances are, because this is a collective reading. And again, it applies to many different people. But I'm sensing that you're worried about them. You wish you could protect them. You wish that you could do something. But unfortunately, we can't control all situations. But you wish you could help them in some sort of way. You wish I feel that this person is close to you. You wish you could somehow help them and make this situation better. So the first card we have is the Three of Wands. I feel like with this card here, you're waiting for something. I'm sensing like almost like for something to happen for this person to realize what's going on. With this card here, I feel like this is the Ten of Cups in reverse. I feel like this person, or you see this person not seeing any happiness at this time. Just put these out. And so with the remainder of the cards, what I'm getting is that you're getting that everything's just kind of at a standstill. There's really no place for anybody to go. There's really no way for anything to happen. You're tired of seeing this person in this situation. It's just not going anyplace. You're waiting for something to happen. You see this person unhappy. You're just kind of waiting. I mean, what comes to mind is you're waiting for the other shoe to drop. And you're tired. You feel you are confident. You're independent. You have it together. And this person here, I just feel like they're just going to be heartbroken over something. And I'm not quite sure what that's going to be because again, everybody's situation is different. It could have to be, they may actually be depressed at this time because of this situation. And I'm also sensing that you see this person in normal circumstances as also a strong person, an independent person. But whatever this situation is, it's bringing them down. And you may, where it says the wise owl, and wisdom, you may have experienced something like this. So you have something to offer this person. But at this moment, due to the situation they may be in, there's no talking to them. They may not be willing to listen at this time. So that's what I'm getting for the current energy. So for moving forward, I'm sensing that with the Six of Cups, this is somebody definitely from your past. You may have grown up with them. This may be somebody, family, or a very close friend. Definitely with this card, I'm sensing you're definitely close to them. You've had experiences together, and positive ones. We've got the Nine of Swords in reverse. We've got the Moon in reverse. We've got the Five of Wands. We've got the Eight of Swords in reverse. And we've got the Five of Cups in reverse. So with this here, what I'm getting is that the person, whatever this is, the person's been fighting back and forth with this situation. They have been not willing to give it all up. They have been trying to they've been trying to move forward. And with the depression, maybe, with their anxiety, with this situation, it is affecting their mental state, I feel, which with the Moon card, it may, again, we're getting depression here twice, with the Moon card in reverse and the Page of Cups in reverse. So we're getting some definite issues I'm sensing with their overall mental health. And so, but they're fighting. They're not giving up. And with the Eight of Swords here in reverse, what I'm also getting is that they want to get control back of their life. They want to fight to get back in control. They want to get back to for what you saw them as, independent, in control. They want that back. And they regret, with this Five of Cups in reverse, they regret whatever this situation is. It could be, maybe it's a relationship. Maybe it has to do with, maybe they have an obsessive personality. Maybe I don't like saying an addiction, but maybe something just got them off course and they regret going down that road. Maybe they got in with a wrong crowd. I don't know. Many different things, whatever the case may be. But what I do see is that the positive situation is, I do see them trying to fight this. I do see them trying to fight and get control of their lives. And they regret what's gone down. They regret where they've been. They regret this situation. So I do see that they want to move forward. I am seeing that they want what they had. They want this back. So in the future, I am sensing that where you're just kind of sitting here like not moving, I'm getting tired of this. I'm sensing that this past relationship that you had with them, if you're family or if you are close friends, that's going to pay off in the end, because they regret this and they regret what they may have put you through, or they may regret what they put others through. So, and again, they want to fight for what they had. They're not giving up. They want to come back to it. Maybe this is a relationship and the relationship went south. Maybe you're in a relationship with this person since childhood and things just went down a wrong path and they want to fight for it. They don't want to give up on it. So that's what I'm kind of sensing. So whatever this situation is, they want to bring it back. They want to come back out being happy again. They definitely don't want to be where they are right now. So let's get some. So we have 32, Magic Prayer. And I with this card here, I'm feeling that they're praying for that hope. They're not giving up. I believe that every day. They're looking for that, and I believe you are too. They're not giving up, because I'm also seeing here the light. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. So that's what I'm sensing here. They're not giving up, and they're not ready to give up. Then I've got 20, then there's 28, movement. And this movement is heading forward. And here we have the little windmill, we have the little balloon, and we have this little ostrich heading forward, not backwards. And I'm also sensing with this prayer, they're looking back at the past. They're looking at where they've come from, what they've been through, and the ostrich is looking ahead to a bright future, to where they can go, to what the possibilities are. Then we have, I have no idea what that word is, Swakwen, which is you are on the right path. Call on for courage, confidence, and protection. Interestingly enough, we've talked about courage, and we've talked about confidence and protection. So we are definitely looking for, that confidence that we were talking about with the Queen of Wands, and we're talking about protection. So we're asking for that, for guidance. We're asking for that, for help. Then we have magic in the air. Stay alert for signs, synchronicities, and messages, guiding your flight path. So, and again, we talked about messages. We talked about, staying alert. So, for help, opening the doors, people coming in to support. Maybe it's going to take, maybe this person needs a little bit more support. Maybe you need some support helping this person. Maybe you can help if this person, maybe you need to bring in some support other than yourself to help this person. So some numbers that I'm getting are 24, 24, leisure, rest, holiday, pleasure, love, affection, kindness, happiness. You are worthy of affection, leisure, and pleasure. If you tell your family and friends how you feel, you'll find that you're all on the same page and can work together effectively. Many people are rooting for you. If you spread love, it'll find its way back to you multiplied. So 24, and again, we're talking about family and friends. And again, I really do feel this is a friend or possibly a family member. And then we've got 1919. Cycles, karma, warnings, judgment, influence, power, cycles, change, rebirth. Karma will be paying you a visit. Release the need to control because you cannot force things. Learn your lessons so that they don't repeat in the future. Make some space for new experiences. With this one here, it's, understanding that maybe you can't change this person. It's up to this person to change themselves. Leaving judgment out, but it's up to this person. Maybe talking to this person, that might help. But again, and also the warning could be just be careful. Maybe you also need to protect yourself in this situation as well as this person. Time, embrace in the dewdrops of life before they disappear with the morning sun. Maybe give this situation some time. Learn, take lessons from the owls, deeply observe the night, and you'll become a little wiser in the day. Again, we have wise owls. Learn. Woods, be like the woods, calm, soothing, mysterious, and full of life. Dance, allow some fun each day, just as the sun dances with the moon each night. Let's get some tiles. So what I am definitely, just to kind of go back a little bit, is I do feel that the current energy, or the going forward, the potential energy, is that this situation can move forward in a positive light. That it appears that whatever this situation is, that whoever may be involved has the potential to bring something forward, to move in a positive light, to allow for change that will allow something positive to come in so that the change will be brought forward for you or them if this is somebody else, or if this can also be maybe you're going through something and you're experiencing something, but I really believe it's somebody in your life that's going through something right now very tough and you're trying to protect them. That they're going to see it, they're going to realize it if they haven't already, and they're going to regret what they have put you through or what they are putting you through. And they may already regret it, but they just haven't accepted that yet. So we have an M, an I, a U, an A, an E, a blank tile, a G, and a G. So what's coming out is Mike, May, Megan, Greg, Georgia, Alan, Alice, Mass, I am, Eugene, Atlanta, Arm, guide. Sorry about my cat and dog. That's what I have for that. And let's go ahead and get some charms. Okay, we have Tree of Life. So this tells me that this person or you really wants to experience life. They want to come back and they want to live again. If they're like trapped, if they are not experiencing life, if you or them are just kind of like just going by and they're not moving forward, they want to move forward again. The anchor, I think that somebody needs to get anchored. They need to attach themselves to get stable. The dragonfly, that at times they're going to transform to move forward. We have the mermaid. And mermaids, one makes me think of the water sign. It also makes me think of dreams. We have the bumblebee. And the bumblebee just makes me think of love because it makes me think of honey, and honey makes me think of love. You or this person may love music. Music also may help you or them, may help just calm down and relax. We have an angel, and I think we were talking about protection, and I think both you and this person are protected by higher powers. We have the horse. And the horse makes me think of the chariot card, and the chariot card is about moving forward. And then peace sign, which I think also you will be finding peace within your life once things start to come together and this person starts realizing what's happening. Also, I just realized if I flip it upright, we also have the sign of protection again, matching the ruin. So pile 2, this is your reading. I hope you find it helpful. Whatever the situation is that you may relate to with this reading, I hope you find peace. Please like and subscribe, and I hope you join us again. Thank you. Please leave a comment. Okay, pile number 3, we have complex octopus, complexity, multitasking, creativity, discover a different version of yourself, and discover the power of transformation, with the ruin of ice, which is basically standstill. You don't move forward. I'm sensing you just kind of, you're going to transform, but you do it at a very, you don't go too far ahead. You pay attention. You go at a slow rate. So the cards that we have are the Four of Wands, the 10 of Wands, the Knight of Wands in reverse, the Lovers, the 8 of Pentacles in reverse, the Devil, and the King of Swords. So what I'm getting here is that you're going to be transforming. You're going to be moving ahead. You're going to accomplish something. You're going to create something. And this could be a life with somebody. This could be a business. Anything around that. And you could be creating with the Lovers. You could be creating a partnership. Anything. You could be doing something that you love. And with doing this, you're going to have to work for it. But don't rush in. Be careful. Whatever the situation is, you're going to be creating it. You have the potential to create what you want. Because we're talking about, it's going to be complex. You're going to create it. It's going to be you're going to transformation. Even if you're going from being single to a couple, it's a transformation. You're changing. So don't rush into anything. If you're going to working for somebody, to starting your own business, again, you're transforming your life regardless of the situation. So don't rush into it. Work at it. It's going to take work, whatever the situation is. But whatever the thing is you're going to love it. If this is a relationship, I see positive. With the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, take your time. Make sure you understand. Make sure that you do it carefully. Don't take any shortcuts. Don't even, regardless of what the situation is, you need to work at it. If this is a relationship, you need to work at it. If it's a job, you need to work at it. If it's a business you're creating, whatever it is, you need to work at it. There is no easy solution. There is no, for example, I'm thinking diet. If you're going to go on a diet, there is no magic pill that's going to make you lose 50 pounds overnight. So again, there is no easy way. In a relationship, it's not like you have to put your time and energy into something if you want to make it work. So, and with the Devil card coming up, that to me is just a warning card, realizing that you don't, if it's whatever it is, don't become obsessed with it. Don't make it like an addiction. Don't let it control your life. Be true to it, but don't let it take over your life. Don't let it take you over so that you forget who you really are. Don't let it forget where you come from. Don't let it control you. Don't lose yourself. Even if it is a relationship, even there's two people in that relationship. You are you and they are they. But you each are your own person, and together you make a better person. You become, you're better together. And don't try to control that person, and don't let that person control you. Don't let this become an obsession. So this is, to me, this is a reminder that think positive. Don't let something control you, regardless of what it is. And the King of Swords reminds me to use logic. You always have emotion. Lover's card reminds me of emotions and feelings and heart and love. But the King of Swords reminds me, don't lose your head. Keep your thoughts, keep your wits about you. Make sure that you always, don't always run into, don't let your, don't just run in to a burning building, for example. You want to make sure that you're protected, because if you run into a burning building and you're not protected, you're not really going to help anybody if you end up getting hurt yourself. So that's what I'm thinking, is that make sure that you never forget what you are. Make sure that you always use logic. And yes, if it's in a relationship, yes, you may love this person, but again, don't lose your own self-control. Don't lose who you are inside. So then we have the Moon, the Hope, the Star card, the Nine of Cups, the Five of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles, and the Emperor in reverse. So this, again, to me, the Moon card always talks about dreams and hopes. And then we have the Hope card and the Nine of Cups. So these three cards here just tells me that your dreams, you're going to follow your dreams, whatever this is. And this is future energy. This was current energy of this situation that is on the back of your mind. And the future energy of this situation is that this dream is going to go, this can go positive. We've got the happy, the Nine of Cups is a happy card. But you also have to remember that you have to be careful that whatever the situation is, you don't want to lose. You don't want to end up in a bad space. You don't want to give up so much that you lose something. You have to make sure that you don't want to end up in bad times. You don't want to end up in a bad place if you run into something quickly. If you go into a relationship and you don't know if you go into a relationship, you're not going to know everything. But you want to kind of know the person that you're with. You kind of want to get to know them before you walk down the aisle with them or before you move in with them. You kind of want to get an idea. Before you start a business, you want to get an idea of what are you going to need to create that business. So you want to make sure, because if not, you could end up in a very, you could end up in a place where you just don't want to be. And again, with this Four of Pentacles, you want to hold on to what you have. You don't want to lose yourself. You don't want to lose what you have. You don't want to lose what you started out with. You don't want to lose money. You don't want to lose your resources. If this is somebody that you do love, you don't want to lose them either. You want to make sure that wherever you're going, whatever path you're heading down, you want to keep it alive. You want to make sure, again, if this is a relationship, that you know each other. So hold on to what you have. Don't rush into things, because you might end up losing something that you just don't want to lose. The Emperor in reverse reminds us, over the King here, reminds us of what we could lose if we don't pay attention, if we do things without thinking, if we don't hold on. Sometimes if we do things with force, if we just kind of like bully our way, if this is a business that we're going into, we don't want to bully somebody into being our partner. We don't want to bully somebody into helping us. If this is a relationship, we also don't want to force that person into doing something they don't want to do. We also don't want to be forced into doing something we don't want to do. So that's just a reminder that, make sure that everybody involved wants to be involved. And that's where I see this heading down a good place. I see the energy positive, especially with the dreams and the hope and the happiness card. But these three cards here these two cards here are just really reminders that just make sure that you take precautions. You don't run in and you don't just go in kind of like, oh, life is grand and this is going to be all happy, happy, happy. Because you need to make sure that, you're protected, they're protected, that you have a solid foundation. So, some oracle cards. We have card number 51, Moonlight. And I see this wise owl. And that to me talks to me about having knowledge. And that could be as simple as knowing the other person. If this is a relationship, if it is talking about business, having an understanding of the business that you're going into. 51 reduces to 6. Card number 27, Home. And we were going back to card number 9. It's interesting that this lays on here. So card number 9 talks about happiness. And then Home reminds me of card number 10, which to me talks about happiness of the 10 of Cups, is happiness and home. So that's interesting. And that's a 9. And it's laying on the 9 there. And home, again, happiness, new doorway, new beginnings. And then we have card number 14, which is Ride the Wave. And then we have the 2 dolphins. And that's just kind of like, ride the waves, see where it takes you. But again, this card here, again, is another water card. That's why I'm really thinking this has more to do with relationships than anything. Then we have natural instincts. You know which way to fly. And again, we have another owl. Again, knowledge is really coming to me on this one. And you know which way to fly. You know, you have that instinct within you. You have the instinct of knowing what is right, what is wrong. You have that knowledge. Then we have sparkling jewels. We tapped into the universe's infinite flow of abundance. Accept your treasures with open wings and a grateful heart. So you know you have what it takes. Your life is going well. You know whatever this is, it's special and it's infinite, because I see the infinite here, and it has that potential. It has the potential of hope. And the cards we have are 0505, unexpected shift, divine intervention, sudden challenges, love, pleasant surprises, gut feeling, aha. The number serves as a gentle nudge to pursue whatever interests you most. It is possible that something could rock your boat, but you'll end up exactly where you belong, which could be in somebody's arms, your dream job, or abroad. Again, I had mentioned that. I believe that this has to do with a relationship. We have mentioned job. We had mentioned challenges, which again could be when we had talked about the Five of Pentacles. Then we have 666, love, affection, compassion, kindness, attention, self-love. Several unexpected developments will enter your life and impact how you feel. This is a chance to reevaluate your identity. You need mental shift towards greater optimism, self-assurance, and trust. Put your faith in your gut and inner voice. Pay attention to your feelings and use them to help you become a better person. Again, not only using your inner gut, but your mind. And to me, those two are connected, because you're going to get that gut feeling, and then you're going to use your mind to figure out what's right, what's wrong, and then you're going to evaluate the situation. Opportunities, unfertile like fern, even without warm sunlight. So opportunities, we had mentioned, these cards have mentioned opportunities. Adventure, live wild and free. But again, behavior, be careful. Caution, tread softly so as not to disturb the woodland floor. Again, if you're going to do adventure, be cautious of what you do. Flow, go with the flow as water trickles down a stream. Do not hurry. And this to me kind of goes with ride the wave. So let's go ahead and let's pick some tiles. We got a U, an I, an O, a U again, a V, an N, an A, an N again, a B, a T, a B again. So I'm thinking Bob, Brenda, Nancy, Alan, Calvin, Tom, Boston, New York, California, Tucson, Virginia, Ocean, Band, Brian, Van, Vin, Tan, Tom, Vat, Vin, I think I already said that, out, in, bat, maybe somebody's a baseball player, can, maybe can do attitude. Let's go ahead and pull some charms. We have an S. Sam, Sabrina. So we have a musical note. Maybe somebody loves music, plays music, creates music. We have a butterfly, transformation. We have the Tree of Life. Moving on, this talks living life to the fullest. We have a puppy paw. Somebody may have a dog or a cat, may love pets, may work at a dog rescue or a pet store. And here we have a crown, and we were talking about jewels. One of the cards mentioned jewels, crowning glory. We have a leaf. Oh, something just came to mind. I don't know, growing. Maybe that goes with the grapes, growing something, creating something. Then we have the mermaid, which again goes with the hope, water card, love. And that also goes with water card, which can go with, I believe it's Cancer, I think it's Scorpio. So pile 3, that is your reading. I hope you find it helpful. I hope it helps somebody. Please like and subscribe, and please join us again, and please leave a comment. Would love to hear from you. Thank you.